Hi guys, I'm Lynn. This is Cardigan Creations, a place for me to come and share all my random bits, bob stuff, crafty life. It's been a little while, hasn't it? So I've taken this opportunity to come and say hi to all of you. Hope you're all well, because you know, the tiny humans are at school. My partner's upstairs. There shouldn't be too much in the way of life noises. So, what's been happening? Nothing much has actually been happening. I don't know. I just haven't really felt like filming, and I don't want this to be something that I feel I have to do, because I don't want to look at the connection I have with you guys as a negative thing. And sometimes I am not very good at communicating with people. And I just want to shut the doors and close the windows and just say, we're not doing this. And that's pretty much what I've done for the last month. But now I'm back. My hair is a different colour. I've appeased the chaos gods and dyed my hair a different colour because it's cheaper than tattoos and piercings. Because, you know. Right, so where am I going? So, it's the 2nd of March. Ooh, sorry. I still fidget all the time. It's crazy. My partner for Valentine's Day bought me yarn, because that's what we do. I will put a picture in at the end of what he bought me. And it was, I think it was 12 balls, 12 50-gram balls of yarn. It's from Poundland. It's, do you know what? I love Poundland yarn. It's just basic acrylic. It washes really well. It feels great. This is made from Poundland yarn. This wasn't what he got me for Valentine's Day, because now I'm getting distracted. So, he got me yarn. And like a few other bits that actually, unless you're me, it's probably not very interesting. But that's what we got. So, I've been on a bit of a changing what I make kick. So last year was very amigurumi based. I made like 90 amigurumi last year, like ranging from this size down to like this size. So whether I've had a bit of a change, I do a lot of hats and headbands. Headbands are my favourite thing on earth because they're just nice, they're warm, they're easy. I have crazy hair, like most mornings. However, I don't always like wearing hats. So headband, I mean, look at this craziness. So, and this is after I've tamed it, and it still looks like this. These are like my favourite thing to make. They are 20 minutes on the Addi king size. Absolutely adore them. It's stretchy, they're fun. I've got loads of different colours for myself. I've got some with brooches in the middle. I've got some with buttons in the middle. But this is it. Like, favourite thing. If you're interested in making this, it's not exactly the one that I make, but there's a wonderful creator called Lynn, who I will link to her headband pattern on the addi machines, and it's a twisted, hers is a twisted one, so it's got a twist, and then it's seamed up the back. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. This one is a tube, so I make this exactly the same way as I would make a hat. So you cast it on, you crank, this is like 75 rounds, I think, rounds, and then you I'm trying to explain to you, it's really funny. I then would cast it off using a sewing needle, and you just pick each stitch up on the needle as they're coming off the machine, and then just pull it tight, and then you pull the cast on edge, because the easiest way to cast on these machines are you do every other, you have forwards and back on each needle. I am making this a lot more complicated than it needs to be, and I am so sorry about that. But So you just do that, you end up with a long tube, cinch it, and I just tie it in the middle. And then you got this little cinched headband. I don't know why I felt the need to explain that, but apparently I did. This is going to be one of those things where I haven't spoken to you guys in ages, so I'm going to be really rambly. I'm really sorry, but I'm not doing loads of retakes on this because otherwise I'll be here all day. And I have stuff to do, like correct my photo frame, which is really wonky. Tiny humans. So, he bought me yarn. He bought me a black sparkle, like a cherry red, white, and I'm doing this over here, and you can't see it. This is what I'm doing. And a burgundy. So, for ages, I have had this pattern saved for so long. It's the Hexi Cardigan pattern. I will link it down below. Doop-a-doop-doop-doop. I can scoot back. Do you know, that was the one thing about filming downstairs is I can just scoot around. So you literally make 2 hexagons and you sew them together. You sew them to themselves and then you sew them together. So, big cardigan. I probably made it a little bit too big for myself, but I love slouchy cardigans, especially like this time of year where it's starting to get warmer. It's still really cold though. So all I need to do is add buttons. I literally finished this yesterday. I still have yarn left over, which I am going to probably turn into a hat. I'm thinking a beret in these colours. It has got a hood. And it's actually, like I said, it's quite long. Like, there we go. Ta-da! So yeah, I am slightly in love with it. Button wise, I think, oh my goodness, I think that I'm going to use I've got some skull shaped buttons that are like candy skulls, sugar skulls. I'm candy goth, they're sugar skulls. And because of how I've done the edge band, which probably wasn't to what the pattern said, but by this point I was done. I've done front post, back post, edging all the way around. I'm going to put the buttons on one side, and then because of the way the gaps are, I don't have to make buttonholes. So I can just thread them through. Yeah. So I wore this up to school to drop the tiny humans off. I had so many compliments on it. It's really funny. And I had compliments on it from people that I don't normally get compliments of. So I love my friends. My friends are the best. And we're all very complimentary of each other. We're like, oh, I love the way you look today. I love, what have you done with your hair? What have you done with your makeup? Blah, 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 blah. So I'm very used to getting, oh, that's really nice, off them. Because that's how we are. That's how we show our love for each other. We either cuss at each other or we are extremely complimentary. But when you get it off other people, I'm like, oh, okay. Apparently I need to keep making these. I am really feeling garments. This is the second garment I've made this year. If you wait with 1 minute, I can't show you the other one. The other one I made was just a basic cardigan, which I still added the buttons onto. So maybe once I finish talking to you guys, I'll go and sew some buttons on. This one that I made, this was the yarn I got for Christmas. This is a lot more fitted than what this is. So this is my big slouchy, probably over leggings, although today I have one over a dress, where this is definitely made to be over a dress, and it's got a bit more of a vintage, it makes me think of like probably 50s into 60s, where it's more of a slightly cropped cardigans. The sleeves on this one, I only done 3/4 lengths. The sleeves on this one are extremely long and huge. But it fits, like, so yeah, I mean, it's a very different fit. This one actually would go really nice with this cardigan. I am really tempted to get, I think they're called button chains, where you, or collar, I think they might be called collar chains, where you literally just have the chain coming between here. Because it's fitted anyway, and this one I've got little pockets on. I don't know whether I'm going to add pockets to the other one. I think I should. I might just make granny square pockets and add on. Although that makes it very impractical because I can't put anything in it. I don't know. I think if I was to put pockets on the other one, because it's a granny, it's not a granny square obviously because it's granny hexagons. It's a granny pattern. I would probably have to line them, and I don't want to do that. Me and sewing are not friends. The great thing with this cardigan, well, this one's made all in one. It's absolutely no sewing. The only sewing I had to do was nothing, because I added the pockets. I crocheted the pockets on. I don't think I had to sew those on. I can't remember if I sewed the pockets on or I crocheted it on, and I really can't tell by looking. I think I sewed the pocket, yeah. So the only sewing I had to do on this was sewing the pockets on and sewing in ends. This is made by Bob Wilson 123. I have linked it before, but I can always link it again. That's not a problem. But yeah, this is what, apparently this might be the year of the garments. I have finished a pair of socks. However, I made them for Louis, who's my 11-year-old, and he's claimed them, so they're probably looking rather rank by now. I finished the socks that were made on straight needles, and they were made straight and then you seam them up. However, I have started another pair of those for my middle one, and I'll probably grab those before he wears them, because boys, huh? Sorry, I'm just watching the bunting in my garden. I've got bunting in my garden that I put up last summer to try and add some colour. My back garden is a bit boring. My front garden, I put loads of flowers and I make look pretty, because my children do not play in the front of my house. My back garden has 6-foot fencing all the way around. They can play out there, that's fine. But the front garden obviously doesn't. So the back garden is very much their domain. So it's just grass. Let me show you. If I just turn you around, can you see out there? Look, I'm sorry about the state of my windows, but this is what we have right now. I am going to get that sorted this year. That is part of my mission, is to maybe, I don't know, I want to add some colour. The downside of filming here is I get really distracted by what is outside my window. So, what's everyone been up to? Tell me what you've been doing. I've still been watching videos. I'm probably not caught up with everyone though. I've been watching a lot. I've been watching a lot of serial killers and crime documentaries. Just because that's really spikes my interest. I'm really interested in the psychology behind everything. I want to know how people work, because they don't make sense to me. So yeah, that is it from me. I feel like there should be more and there isn't. That's it. So, I love you all. I hope that everyone's well. I know I said that at the start and I'm going to say it again because I still hope that everyone is really well. It's Dana's birthday. So, happy birthday, Dana. And that's it. I'll add in the picture of my Valentine's Day gift at the end, because obviously I've used it, because I'm not wearing it. It's behind me. Right, bye guys.